Good afternoon. I'm Riza Diaz. This is One News Now. The team under the National Task Force Against COVID-19, tasked with inspecting government's response to the pandemic, made rounds in some cities today, including Caloocan City. Now, how did they fare? Greg Gregorio will tell us more on that with details coming all the way from Antipolo. Greg, how was the inspection?
Risa, Caloocan City government admits they need more than 1,000 additional contact tracers to improve their contact tracing capability. They will also implement a digital contact tracing technology that will monitor contact trace individuals who underwent swab testing. Caloocan City currently has 1:4 case to close contact ratio. According to the Department of Health, this is far from testing SAR Benjamin Magalang's recommendation of 1:37 contact tracing rate for an urban area. The LGU said they have 186 active contact tracers so far, and they would need 1,114 more. The national government will assist them in the hiring since there is a proposed 5 billion pesos funding under Bayanihan 2 specifically for this means. In the meantime, the LGU targets to implement a digital contact tracing technology by using a quarantine band or Q band. It's a wristband with a QR code on it, which has to be scanned through a mobile app. This will be worn by a close contact who underwent swab test for COVID-19. By virtue of a pending city ordinance, the individual will be mandated to download the app and scan his or her Q band at least twice a day. While waiting for the swab result, the individual has to stay at home, which will be geo-fenced by the city and will be monitored in their secured console that keeps all the data of all Q band users. With this, they will be able to monitor the movement of the swabbed individual and generate heat maps or places of convergence for positive cases clustered so they can easily do contact tracing. Meanwhile, the National Task Force Against COVID-19 Chairman Secretary Delphine Lorenzana pointed out that all efforts must be done in hopes of further relaxing quarantine protocols in the metro by the end of the month.
Ang ating layunin sa buwan na 'to ay ma ma mag-flatten tayo, kundi kaya mas maganda kung maibaba natin yung, curve para siguro pagkatapos ng buwan ng Setyembre ay, makapunta na tayo sa MGCQ at medyo maluwag-luwag yung buhay ng mga tao.
Riza, as of September 4 data from the DOH, Caloocan City has more than 8,000 cases and currently ranks third among cities and municipality in the NCR with the most number of confirmed COVID-19 cases. But the DOH admits that the data still has to be harmonized to understand the around 2,000 gap between the DOH's and the LGU's data. Riza?
Thank you. That was Greg Gregorio reporting to us live from Antipolo. Meanwhile, the provincial government of Lanao del Sur will implement a modified enhanced community quarantine starting on Monday. That's September 7th. Governor Mamintal Adyong Jr. announced a stricter protocol after getting approval from NTF Chief Implementer Carlito Galvez. Adyong said they have been requesting it for quite some time as the number of infections has increased in the province. So far, there are 114 active cases in Lanao del Sur from more than 300 confirmed cases. 241 have recovered while 11 died. Now let's look at the latest national tally where more than 2,500 infections have been reported today. This brings the total number of infections to more than 234,000. Of these, about 69,000 are active cases. Meanwhile, the Department of Health also reported that 1,136 patients have recovered. The country has now over 160,000 recoveries. 53, however, succumbed to the COVID-19, raising the death toll to 3,790. Now, the Joint Task Force COVID Shield orders all police officers to monitor social media for quarantine violations. According to Police Lieutenant General Guillermo Elazar, social media is full of photos of hard-headed people who violate protocols such as mass gatherings. He says these photos can be used as evidence to summon, warn, or penalize violators. Elazar also asked for the public's help with looking for violators, even if it involves police officers. Meanwhile, a lawmaker wants to trim the MTRCB's budget, if not abolish it entirely. Deputy Speaker El Rey Villafuerte joined the chorus of other lawmakers who slammed the board for its plan to regulate streaming platforms like Netflix. Villafuerte said the MTRCB's umbilic mindset gives them reason to downsize funds for the board or outright dissolution. Now, lawmakers or law professor rather, Enrique de la Cruz is or in One News, the chief said regulating Netflix and other similar platforms are outside MTRCB's jurisdiction.
So mali ang pananaw ng MTRCB dahil limitado ang kapangyarihan nila sa kanilang charter and wala sa charter nila ang internet.
Now, for more updates, follow News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.